Welcome to Tales and Tea, a podcast where we brew up the best books and shows that spark your imagination.
I'm Liz.
I'm Lindsay.
Grab your favorite cup of tea and settle in as we dive into the stories that captivate us.
How are you doing, Liz? How have you been?
I'm doing good.
This is our first podcast with, well, it's going to be our first official episode, but we're doing cams, so we're trying to work out all the kinks with that. But
yes, bear with us.
Yeah, it looks great. I love it. I love the way it turned out. All right. So, this week we both finished Iron Flame.
Iron Flame. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And it was... the last 10 chapters, I was literally like, whoa, what is going on right now?
I was expecting one thing, got another, like 15 different times. I have no idea what was going on there.
And this
but it was great.
100% going to contain spoilers. So if you haven't read Fourth Wing or Iron Flame and you don't want any spoilers, then you just want to go ahead and skip this section because we are going to just get right into it. Her mom died. Sacrificed herself for the wards.
Her mom's a genius, though.
Her mom played 5D chess and won.
Yeah. Well,
she won. Her end goal was her kids to live. And yes, that's what she got.
No, but like the mom is so smart.
She is.
Like she knew Sloane.
Yeah, she
was going to be a siphon. Like Sloane didn't tell anyone except for Violet. And her mother was at Bezgaiath for the longest time. They just flew in. How did she know?
How did she know? Well, I think didn't the...
well, she's like, you're what's the last name of it? What's the last name of Sloane and Liam? Amari.
Let's find out.
Mari?
Yeah, Mari,
I think it's Mari. Yeah.
But, no, the prince. The prince who's hiding, his name?
Arik.
He told her because she said... what are your signets? Who's out there? I think he told her.
Okay. There's so much happening.
It was
crazy.
Fast, but I think she acted quickly because she knew that Violet was not going to stop.
Yeah.
She would
have given her whole life.
She would have burned out just to imbue the stone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was your thoughts about the way that Cat and the Drift merged with the squad and they kind of started to become like a pseudo family, almost like they were grafting pretty well?
That was rough.
It was rough, but
it was a rough start.
It was, but I think it's going to add so much dimension to the future because now that the wards are up, the true wards, and they know how to raise them for real, they're not going to be able to wield, and the Griffins are like going to have a hard time.
Right. You know what? And they're growing on me. I didn't like Kat at all.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was just snooty. She was entitled. I didn't like, but I think she's starting to get it.
Yeah. Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
And she's coming into her own.
Yeah.
You know?
And Jack freaking Barlow.
Oh, who saw that coming?
Not me. Okay, I thought he was going to do something treacherous and be horrible, but I didn't think he was going
to be the next
Varish.
Yeah,
I did not think that he was going to be Venom. What the heck?
I didn't see it because you know what? It wasn't in his eyes, so whatever Nolan was doing was working. But it, like, haggard him so much. I thought he was just haggard because he brought him back to life.
Because a mountain fell on him. But, and the thing was, too, for me, was like, you're dealing with the fact that he was dead. So anything that was, like, off about him would have been excused in that way. So it wasn't like we were looking at it like, oh, this is Jack. We're looking at this is Jack back from the dead. So his red rimmed eyes and things like that would be excusable.
Yeah. Right.
Would be normal. You'd be like, sure, I guess that's a side effect of coming back to life. You wouldn't think like, and plus obviously
Venom.
Yeah, and plus, obviously, they think that Venom can't wield inside the wards or live inside the wards, so they have no
Right.
reason to suspect anything.
And that's totally wrong.
Clearly.
So, like, the wards are just there,
To-
obviously, to do something, but it's not,
Yeah. Because he said, like,
to the extent we thought they did.
Right, because he goes, well, it takes a lot of getting used to, but you can get used to it. That's what he said. And I was like, the heck? I can't believe he killed his dragon, though. That was wild.
And you know what? I wasn't expecting it. I was like, how do you... I knew they were rushing to the...
To the ward stone?
To the ward stone for, because they knew something was going to happen. I had no idea what it took to take down its magic.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody knew. They were kind of like, what are they going to do to it?
Like, what are we going to find?
Yeah.
I was not expecting Jack to be there.
No, Jack
was
the last...
he was a bad juju from the start. From when he came back, I was like, great, what are they going to do now?
And I think it's good writing for a bait and switch, because this whole time we've been thinking that the bad guys that we're dealing with are the Venom, sure, but the real bad guys are the leadership, Mel Green, Soren, the general. They've lied to everyone, so we're expecting...
They would have to have known.
Yes.
Who's working with the Venom? That's my question. Who's working with the Venom? The Venom are smart. We can clearly see that they have ranks.
Yep.
They have like generals. They have.
Yep. Sages.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're smart and they are power hungry. But like, what kind of?
What's their end goal? What are they after?
Yeah, is it
just to get to the hatchling grounds and suck all the magic out of the hatchling grounds? Like, I'm so confused.
Like, how far gone are they in the head?
Yeah.
Because obviously there's like a thirst for power that comes with becoming Venom. It's like a pool.
Yeah.
Like, you need it. You need the magic.
Yeah. I think that... Yeah, it was crazy. The battles were amazing. They were
my goodness,
so enthralling. I could not stop. Once I started the battles, I was like, I'm in.
They did great writing. Like,
yep.
It was easy to follow, but it was very like battle worthy. You read as fast as you thought it was going.
Yeah, exactly. How did you feel about Brennan's reaction to his mom?
Oh,
because the last time we talked, you didn't know that they had a meeting and gone to ask them for help.
Right. And when I didn't think Brennan was going to show up, I think he had some unresolved feelings going on.
Yeah.
When that meeting took place, because he was
mother.
like, no.
He's like, you people lied and left me to
you
die for a lie.
Basically, yeah. And his mother was she was awestruck, basically.
And he couldn't care less. He was literally like,
right.
Sorry.
I'm going to leave you to die.
Yeah. You lied and you left me to die, so how's it feel?
This is the tomb you've dug, you know?
Exactly. Like, go right on ahead and lay in your bed that you made.
It's just... there's so many emotions in these, like, last 10 chapters.
And then...
I was just trying to follow it all.
I cried when she... when her mom, like, kicked her away from the stone and obviously, like, sacrificed herself. I cried.
Yeah.
Which was wild to me because I've hated her throughout the books until this point. And I'm like, why am I crying? And it's like, I'm crying because at the end of the day, she's doing exactly what she said she was going to do and being selfless for her kids no matter what. And so I was like, so hard.
I was on the verge of crying, but you know what got me is I'm going to see him again.
I know.
Which was their father, and I am just...
I couldn't. I was like, no, why would you do that?
I think she was a very good hider of her feelings.
Yep.
Because you kind of saw a break every now and then
Yeah.
when she was talking about her husband before,
Yep.
being like, why would you think that I married a scribe? Like,
Yeah.
she didn't think less of them.
Yes,
for that
exactly.
way.
And I love it when she gives Violet the other journal, and she's like, "You're gonna need this because your journal's a lie. Like, you're gonna need this."
And it's crazy how her mother knew that. Did her husband teach her how to read the language as well?
I'm wondering if we're gonna find out that her dad. I mean, this is my theory that her dad knew how to raise wards, knew the truth because he was like he was like a head scribe guy.
Yeah.
And
he obviously the high officials knew.
They all knew, and I think he was a threat. And when he lost his son, he was like, "This is dumb. Why are we doing this? We don't need to be doing this."
You think he was murdered?
I think he was murdered. That's my theory.
You know who I don't like still is that other general guy.
Melgreen.
Ugh.
Yeah, hate him. No. He's like,
what's his signet again? He can see the future?
Yeah, he can see the outcomes of battles that he's in.
So he obviously uses that to his advantage because he lied to them.
Well, he didn't see that battle because he can't see battles where 3 marked ones are. Where there's 3 or more marked ones, he can't see anything.
Right.
Because that's the way that Liam's mom set it up, that those would cause that.
They did say that when Violet and Brennan were talking, because Violet was obviously irritated.
Yeah.
Because of Brennan's choice.
Yeah.
That just like the realization that Melgren said that they would lose the battle.
Yeah. He said that they're going to lose.
And they clearly called it out as a lie.
Yeah.
But then Violet dug deeper and then realized the battle isn't where Melgren thought it was.
Yeah.
Like, that's not where we were, you know?
Yeah, you can see that you lose and that we're not there because that's not where we're fighting. We were fighting here. Mm-hmm. And only because we figured it out.
Yeah. Yep. It's crazy.
Yeah. And the whole battle was crazy because, like, Sawyer almost died.
He got his leg chomped off.
Yeah, for real. Chomp, chomp.
And then I was like, this is going to be another Liam moment. I can't.
I know. I thought he was dead. I thought he was going to die.
And then Rihanna pulling her jumping trick. I was like, great. She's going to die now.
Yeah.
Every character you like in this story.
They're going to die.
Just eventually you're going to think they're going to die one day. Because they might.
Yeah, it's true. No one is safe. Plot armor doesn't
exist. Because they're
exist.
jumping off of dragons' backs and hurling daggers in the air and
yep
using their magic. It's crazy.
And but the thing is too is we don't really know what the true cost was because where the book ends, we don't hear anything like did all the first years make it? Did everybody else get out okay? Like we don't know. But what did you think about the realization that Andarna is not a black dragon? She's a purple dragon.
She's beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, as soon as she mentioned that Andarna was like hiding in the rocks or like became night or
yeah.
I was like, is she like translucent? She's camo.
She's camouflaging herself. And you know, there's been hints of it throughout the whole story. After the fight at Reason, they are like, she keeps saying like, oh, she's reflecting the color of the other dragons and it makes her look this color.
Yeah.
Or she looks green because she's reflecting the grass and stuff like that. And I'm like, now that I think about it, I'm like, she was setting this up.
There was signs.
She was setting up the fact that Andarna can change color, and that's because she's a totally different type of dragon that we have never seen before.
And I love that. And I wonder what her signet will be. If she'll get a signet. I think she will.
She will get a signet, I'm pretty sure. If because they made it was like a point in the book, like, you're probably gonna get a second signet, like people who bond with dragons in the same lineage. But then, what did you think about that revelation?
Satan?
Yeah, about
getting another signet?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Do
you know what I saw? I know she was mad, and she was kind of like, how could you hide this from me? Like, this is crazy. But the character growth.
Yeah.
If this revelation would have happened previously, like last year, she would have like wallered about it and been like,
conniption.
Yeah. And she would have been like, I can't love you and all this stuff like that. And then he goes like, how long do you think it'll take you to fall out of love with me? And then
that broke me.
He goes, less than a minute. And then she goes, my love is not fickle. And I was like, yeah. Because your character development.
She's declaring there, you know?
Yeah, she's like, don't you dare say that I don't love you. Like, you're stupid. But it was crazy because I was like, he had a second signet. I didn't even think about that. And they had said something about that before, and he told her, like, no, my grandfather was bonded to her, to Sigale. And, that's just...
Which she did say, if you didn't want me to know, you would have never said it, subconsciously or consciously.
And then I saw, after this happened, and I was, like, scrolling on the Instagram, I saw a reel that someone made where they put all of the instances where Xaden read her mind, and she said, it was like 15 or 20 instances from Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, where she goes, oh, I didn't realize I said that out loud.
Oh,
like,
I didn't pick that up.
Do you remember when the people were like trying to kill her in her room, and he comes and saves her? In her brain, she's going, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. And he goes, yes, you are alive.
Oh.
That was one of them. And there were lots of other places where that happened. And now it makes sense.
But like they said, his signet is a little different than just straight up mind reading. It's intention.
Intention, yeah.
He reads intentions. Like the split second of the first second of an intention he can read.
Yeah.
So he must be pretty good at it.
She's like, I want to go with you and meet Jasenia. And then as soon as he meets her, he's like, yep, she's fine. She'll be fine. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, how quick he is of judge a character.
Yeah, he's like, I just need to like see them and like know if they're going to be on our side or not.
That's, it's all coming together.
It is. Masterful story writing right there. Masterful. I love it. But how did you feel about the end, about him becoming a Venin?
Oh my goodness. When did that happen?
It happened.
I'm still
I think it happened in the fight. He was going to lose.
I know, and he was trapped by that Venin.
Yeah, the general, I think.
And he was mocking him somehow.
Yes, yeah, he was like, I'm going to kill her.
And he's like, you will change. I've seen it.
Yeah, you're going to change for love or whatever.
Yeah.
And he did.
So
he's not wrong. He's not wrong. He did it, and he killed him. So
everything blend together.
Yeah, it was very blurry at the end. And then, like, I thought Violet would be scared of him. But that's another testament to her character development, that she's like, nothing is going to change my mind. I have made up my mind now. Because remember how much she would doubt herself? She would be like, well, maybe I don't love him. How could I love him through this? Or how could I love him in spite of that? And then this time she's like, doesn't matter. You're Venin. Who freaking cares? We'll find a cure.
Because she kept saying, like, how much love can I give? How can I keep doing this?
Right.
It's just like, girl, you're in it. Just admit it to yourself.
It was great. It was a great love revelation.
And now we have to wait for the next one.
No. Yep. Well, we are actually going. So the plan is we are going to take a break. I have Onyx Storm already. I purchased it, but we're going to take a break from the Fourth Wing series, and we're going to read Throne of Glass. So that is going to be our next main book that we're following, and it's my first time.
This is my favorite series.
Yeah, it's my first time reading it. but it's not yours.
It's not mine. That's why I highly recommend it.
Yes, yeah. So we're going to read it together, and we're going to do exactly what we did with this. And I think we're going to aim to do like 4 or 5 chapters a week to go through and kind of talk about them here. So that's what we're going to be doing moving forward. So, and then we'll come back to Onyx Storm maybe in a month or so. Maybe after the first Throne of Glass book, we'll see how we feel. I might read the first Throne of Glass book and be like, and another. Let's do another one.
You probably will. Let me tell you.
That makes sense. So, okay, with that, let's go ahead and move on to our What's on My Pad segment, where we talk about the book that we are reading on Wattpad. And currently we are reading a book that my sister is writing, and she's been asking us for feedback as she drops chapter by chapter. Let me pull up the questions. She sends us some questions and some good talking points.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you have anything else about Iron Flame before I forget?
No.
Okay, good.
Highly recommend reading the series, though,
Yes.
because it is great.
It's very good. I enjoy it. So,
and it's an easy book to get into fantasy.
I feel like it's very introduction. It's so basic.
High-paced. There's no boring spots.
The magic system's not super complicated. It's very simple to understand and easy, and you're just like, oh, I got it. Yep. Right. I love it. It's very great. And it's got a lot of romance. All right. So we are in chapter 7, and this is The Last Prince of Cartanen on Wattpad. Mm-hmm. So the first question is, what did you think of Lana's vow?
You know what, Alyssa? You're trying to break us.
Ruin our lives.
You broke my heart here. And I read this before work. I read the first part of the chapter before work, and I was broken. I was kind of angry through the whole day, and I was like, how could this happen? She was safe, and now she's not. And now I hate Duke Saper
even more.
With a passion.
Even more. If it was even possible to dislike him more. It was so nasty.
It's like up there, like, the burning is up there with, like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Varish.
Yes. Yeah. Varish levels
a little
of
worse.
Disgust.
Because it's so real.
It is.
It's a real, it's real life.
Yeah.
The way these things happen, and it's just, ugh.
Yeah. But I cannot believe that he would use this. I mean, I can. That he would use that situation. I truly can. Just Duke Saber, after all. But he is married to her sister and then demands a vow that she promises herself to him to never leave his side.
He obviously didn't mean it. She's just saying words to save face.
Yeah.
To save life.
To keep herself alive, exactly.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Then
it was disgusting.
But her ending sentence.
What was her ending sentence? Oh shoot, let me pull it up.
Her ending sentence?
Yeah, I can't remember it.
Let me read it for you.
Okay, yes, read it for me.
There is nothing sacred to a bastard. Oh
yeah, because he wants her virginity. I forgot about that.
Yeah, bastard.
Forgot about that. Wow.
Don't like him.
I don't. Yeah, no thank you.
So basically, Duke Saber took Lana for eavesdropping, basically. She overheard the Duke's discussion of overthrowing the king, basically. And Duke Saber caught her and decided to use it to his advantage to gain
control
and basically threaten Lana's life and take something vulnerable and valuable to her.
Yep.
Because as a royal, that's what a big bargaining chip, right?
Yep, it is.
But not only, it's a very personal
thing.
It's an attack.
And he has her make this vow with a knife to her throat.
Mm-hmm. How sincere can you be?
Right?
Oh, but that was hard to read.
Yep. Okay, what's the next question? Let's see here. Right. What did you think of Marcus's dream?
Oh, he dreamed again.
It changed.
Mm.
The hand in his dream in the first chapter was just crawling down the mountain and coming to Garhana. But the hand in this dream was pointing in a direction.
Yeah. Wasn't it pointing at him?
Let me see.
Or was it pointing up?
Something was different. It's pointing. He slowly turned to see what direction. It was directed towards him, yeah. And then everything vanished. Yeah, pointed at him.
So maybe it's like, I don't know.
It's choosing him.
This is your time.
Yeah, because
this is your future.
He dreams that dream the night, well, like he's waking up from that dream, and it's the day that he's leaving for, shoot. I always forget where he's going.
He's going to,
Hill Test is where Carver and them are. Thornwick. Good lord.
Thornwick. Yes.
I never can remember. It's Thornwick. It's the day he's getting up to go to Thornwick, and he dreams that the shadow hand that was in his dreams all the time is pointing at him. He's never done that before.
Creepy.
I think it's very foreboding.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And he still like wakes up in like a night terror kind of way.
Yeah, like he gasps himself awake.
Yeah.
He's still scared. He's still a wimp.
Yep.
Nothing has changed yet.
He's shaking in his boots.
Okay. How did you perceive Fagin and Samantha's relationship? These are Carver's parents, Duke and Duchess Williamson.
They seem very open with each other.
They're very, like, straightforward with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's no hiding.
Nope.
He values her opinion. She also values his opinion.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Even though he's kind of occupied through the whole thing, but he still, like, gives attention.
Yes. Yeah.
To his wife. So, I'm wondering if it was, like...
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it was a marriage of love and not, like, convenience.
It kind of feels like it was at one point, and now it's like,
This is
my life. I just have to put up with it. No, I don't know. I do think it was
an old married couple, basically.
Yeah, yeah. She says, my brother has written to me, and she is Duke Kent's sister. And if you remember, way back at the wedding, Uncle Jack is marrying Jade Kent, who is Samantha Williamson's niece.
Is Jack that young? How old is Jack? I need to go back.
He's younger than the king.
I think he's in his 40s.
Yeah.
Because wasn't the queen in her 50s?
Yes. Yeah, because she's even older than the king.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, she's kind of like, did you see what my brother wrote me?
Yep.
And he was just kind of like, are you accusing me of something? And she goes, will you join Duke Saber or not?
What do you want here?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of nosy.
She is.
That way.
But I wonder if it feels like it comes from a place of concern and not a place of like, what are you doing? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's more of just like, what are you going to pick? Like, this is going to affect us and our kids.
Yeah.
And then she's like, they're waiting on Duke Saber's sisters to arrive. And she's like, are you really going to marry Carver off to one of them? And he's like, well, I think so. I think that's the plan.
Sister. I didn't know there'd be 3.
Yeah, they're triplets. I think they said that at the wedding, that they were walking with less grace than the queen.
Oh. I thought they were like toddlers. When they mentioned that. Oh my god.
Not adults.
I was like, that's a cute little depiction. I didn't think they were like drunk. funny. Oh my god. Did you get that vibe too?
No, but I don't know. They're walking on their own with no parents, so I just assumed they were like teenagers at least.
No, I thought that was like, you know how I tried to wrangle Ella? And I was like, let her go. And she went.
It's so funny.
It gave me toddler vibes. I don't know.
Yep. That's
okay, now
hilarious.
I know. Not toddlers.
Not toddlers. But I definitely think they have a good relationship. A better relationship than Helena and Henry. That's for sure.
That's for sure.
100 times better.
I think Carver's actually both of theirs.
Yeah. Yep, I do. So, okay. What did you think of Duke Saber sisters? We kind of got into this a little bit already. We thought they were toddlers.
I did not connect the two that they were at the wedding. I thought this was a different sister.
Yeah.
Because they just say, you'll marry my sister. I was like, I didn't know it was
3 of them.
One of the triplets. I was thinking it was like an older sister out there that wasn't a toddler.
And then
Well, I missed far on that one.
I think Carver is not truly in love with the older sister, the one that is like said she's supposed to marry him.
He just met her.
I don't think he's in love with her because he's like, yes, I can't wait, I'm head over heels, this is amazing. And I'm like, bro, you got struck by a little bit of lust, chill out, like, come on.
Yeah, you just met the girl.
Because I ship Carver and Lana. Carver is going to go save Lana from Duke Saber. This is my theory.
Unless she's going to run off with the pirate guy.
Oh, I would approve of that, too.
Yeah, I would approve of that.
Approved. Oh, man. Carver. Freaking Carver.
I like how he sees past just their features, though. Because if they're not like, identical, are they?
No, because he says that they look different. And he also says that their looks are unremarkable, and then he says that but one of them is different, and it's because of her self-confidence and her assuredness that he's like she stands out.
That's the one that stepped forward.
Yeah, that's the one that was like, me, I'm the one who was told I have to marry him.
She goes, I guess that would be me.
She has so much attitude.
I felt this is my duty kind of playing in.
Yep. What's her name? Charlotte.
Charlotte, yeah.
Yeah.
They show a picture of her.
Yes, they do. She's not ugly, but
it doesn't look like she's from like an island, though.
Neither does Duke Saber.
I know.
She says, I am the eldest, and I believe my brother has decided that I should wed Lord Carver.
Mm-hmm. Of all the sisters, she was the one who caught his attention and loved it.
No. Absolutely not. I refuse to like this. Okay. The last question is, what did you think of Marcus's farewell with his family? I thought my main thing I took away from this is it becomes more apparent every chapter that Henry is not that boy's father. That's what I think.
Father? Is he here? Do your duty.
Do your duty.
That's it.
Get in the carriage and leave, kid. That's basically what
Better go.
Yep.
It's leaving without you.
I thought it was interesting how Jameson is like, I'm so jealous of you. I wish I were the one going and all this stuff. And he's just, Marcus is just like, yeah, you should. You should go in my place because...
He's like, I didn't want to go.
I don't want to go. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to go, but you got to stay here and be the next in line.
Right.
His poor mother.
Okay. Karen.
Yeah.
I miss you, brother.
Question for you.
Yeah.
And you can tell me if you think I'm totally insane, but I was editing the last thing for the last chapter where we were answering the questions. Remember how King Henry got mad because she was crying over the seer, Helena?
Yeah.
And he's like, you're crying over a criminal. What if Jack isn't Marcus's dad, but Seth was.
Oh, the old man is no.
But what if?
That's even worse than Carver and Charlotte. What the heck?
No, listen to me. Because the queen is older than the king.
Well, Marcus is younger than Jameson.
Uh-huh. We already know that he's an illegitimate affair child. But he has dreams, and the seer was telling him his dream. Is Marcus?
I'm thinking like the seer as like a grandpa age, not a.
That's a good question. We didn't get a picture of the seer.
How old was he?
We don't know. He could have just looked old. He was in a freaking dungeon.
Why was he in there to begin with?
Because he's a criminal. Because being a seer is illegal.
Yeah, but like they couldn't like hook him up with like a little cottage or something. Like a little seer in a cottage that no one, spread rumors around to keep the young kids away.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
no, had to keep him in the dungeon, locked up. He's a criminal, dangerous.
I don't know. That's a wild accusation.
You think so?
You've read this book before. How can I trust you?
I don't. I never figured this out. I didn't know. I didn't even know when I read the other book, which is technically the second one that comes after all of this. I had no idea about any of this crap.
Okay, so you're like where I am. I'm
equally as shocked.
I just I
will tell you this. The book I read starts off with Karen as an adult. And it follows her, mostly.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And that's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to give you any details about what she's going through or what's happening, but I'm telling you that all of this that's going on right now isn't talked about in the book.
You don't know what happened to Lana?
I didn't know. I had no idea.
Lana. What happens to Lana?
I was equally ruined.
What happens to, oh my goodness, who's it? Elowyn? She's just off in her own little world.
Girl is a bubblehead, an airhead. How can she not?
She's going to learn one day.
She's going to learn when she finds her husband doing nasty stuff to her sister.
Oh my goodness, I can't imagine.
And she's going to be pissed.
Yeah. At who, though?
If she's mad at Lana, I'll never forgive her. I'll never speak to her again.
I know. I'd be like, I can't.
Oh, man.
I don't think they're close, though.
No. It doesn't appear that they are.
No. But, like, the family just seemed to be like, we'll miss you. Goodbye.
They were so lame.
It wasn't very, like, drawn out.
Nope, it wasn't. It was pretty like, get in the carriage and leave.
On to the next chapter.
Yeah. And the next chapter should be out tomorrow.
My emotions are just ruined between the last 10 chapters and this chapter. I am so emotionally drained.
So, solo leveling?
Oh, on another note.
So we've both been watching Solo Leveling, the anime.
Yes.
On a weekly basis, as it's been coming out.
Great show.
Season 2. And you're watching, are you watching just the subbed, or are you going back through and watching it with the dubbed too?
I have not went back to watch it with the dubbed. I think I want to wait till it's all dubbed and then go back and watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because I like to, keep going.
Keep the continuity of the story.
Because I just can't keep going back and forth. I'm like, no, I just got to leave where it's at.
Yeah.
And then go back.
Yeah. So what did you think of this last episode now that he's got his official title as an S-rank hunter?
He's powerful.
More powerful than I think anybody realized.
Well, I think one of the guild masters is catching on, the redheaded guy.
Oh, yeah.
Also, with solo
glasses.
leveling, you don't know anyone's name.
No, you don't. You don't.
I know Jinwoo is the main character.
That it.
That's about it. I don't know who anyone else is.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's really sad.
I don't know anything.
They don't
say names enough.
A lot.
Yeah, so yeah. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, but the tiger-like guild master is catching on. He's like, he's so powerful, like,
Yeah,
he's got the shocked look on his face.
When he jumps away from the media and like runs away, he's kind of like,
Have you seen what do they call him? A caster? No.
a mage, a summoner.
A summoner. I've never seen a summoner with such physical strength.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yep.
Because that's not like the strong
a mage
suit.
type hunter, I think is what he called him.
Yeah.
Have so much
or was it
athletic ability. Yeah.
And I think the Reaper Guild guy was kind of eyeing him up.
Yeah. Yep. Even
too.
though the Reaper Guild guy didn't know what was going on. We haven't met him before. He was new.
Yeah.
He was signing that celebrity who was like obviously devastated at the fact that Jinwoo stole his spotlight.
Right. And Jinwoo creating his own guild. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming either. I really thought he would have joined up with the kid.
With the assistant guy.
Yeah, the kid, because he's like kept a secret this whole time. So
because I didn't expect him to leave to join the other guild. Yeah,
it was crazy.
But you know what is crazy? All those all the what am I thinking? All the gates they go into, they're like, oh, there's more magic here than we thought there was. I was like, your machines are broken.
Well, and the other thing is, it's like, how many times is it going to take before they realize that it's whenever Jinwoo goes into a gate that happens?
Right.
It's not happening anywhere else.
Is it just him? Is it just Jinwoo?
I think so. I think the system is responding to his presence.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I don't know if you noticed with the last two big bosses he fought. So he fought the ice elf at the beginning of the season. And then more recently he fought the high orcs.
The Tusk guy.
Yeah, Tusk. They had glitches. Where like they were going to say something and then they glitched and then they changed what they were saying. Because I think they were going to reveal a secret about the system. And then the system was like, nope, can't say that.
Oh,
that's my theory.
I saw that they glitched, but I didn't know what they were gonna do. Yeah, and then they're like, destroy all humans, you know?
Yeah,
like
it was like
that's all I think, you know?
Yeah, he was about to say something else, and then he goes, kill all humans.
Yep.
It's like, huh?
Yep.
But he already told Jinwoo that you're not human because it's not telling us to kill you.
And when he gave Tusk the orb after he took the ogres, orcs, whatever they are, high orcs, shadows from them. He gave him the orb in the chamber that he's doing. Yeah, like his own level up chamber.
Yeah. His own dungeon.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
He completely demolished whatever that monster was.
I know, like, instantly.
He's like, I'm just gonna leave the orb with him. Like,
I'm gonna let you hold this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You keep that.
Yeah, for real. And then it was funny, too, because he goes and, like, those knights were destroying his soldiers. And then he goes and he just wipes them out to the point where the last one is scared. The last one's like...
Oh, the ending is like, do magical creatures fear? And I'm like, oh, do. You're scaring me.
Yeah, but I feel like, so I've heard a rumor, and I don't know how true it is, but I've heard that the last few episodes of the season are going to get longer, leading up to the 1 hour finale.
Yes. I hope
they are
true.
So fast. I've watched a lot of anime.
I don't know if it's just because they're good or that there's not a lot of content in between.
I don't know. I mean, I could watch Demon Slayer and they would never feel that short, and they're the same length.
They're the same length?
They're the same length of episodes.
Oh my goodness. I didn't think that. Wow.
I think you're right,
It goes so fast. Highly, highly recommend Solo Leveling.
But wait till it's all over and then binge it. Because you're going to be so mad when you get caught up.
Wait with the rest of us.
Yep. Yeah.
But what do you think of the ant coming to the mainland?
Well, they're trying really hard to keep that a secret. So the secret's about to be out, friend.
I know. I was like, they've been trying to battle these for forever.
That ant doesn't look anything like the other ones from season 1. It's standing. It can fly. I'm like, what is happening?
They're like evolving.
Yeah.
But if you think of like ant hills, this is where I'm like, my mind is going. You think of ant hills. You have the workers.
Yep.
You have the
got like the warrior types.
So yeah, the warrior ones, and then you got like the queen mother.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know. I don't like the bug aspect of this, but I guess we're gonna have to live with it because I'm watching it.
Yeah, I can't stop. Go watch the next episode. Comes out tomorrow. I think it's episode 18.
I believe it's 17, 18. Yeah.
17 is out right now, so it'll be episode 18.
Yeah. So good.
I know.
Can't wait.
Yeah, we only have a few more weeks left, too, because the finale is coming out on the 10th of March.
Ooh.
Which is crazy.
Time flies. It
sure
really does.
It does. Speaking of time flying,
I'll be really sad when this is over and I have nothing to look forward to on Saturdays.
Which
reminds me, I have to catch up on
Zenshu.
Zenshu. Yeah,
that one's a good one too. Once you're all caught up, maybe next week we can talk about it in the pod. Zenshu's a good one. That's another weekly, but it's releasing with the dub weekly, which is kind of crazy.
I think I want the dub.
Yeah, I like the dub. That's what I watch.
And I need to catch up on lemon soda.
Lemon honey soda.
Lemon honey soda.
Yeah, that one's good too. That one's not dubbed. I don't think there's plans for a dub. I haven't heard anything yet.
I wish they did.
Yep. If you are looking for a good romance to watch, there's a one that I've been watching that I just finished called Sign of Affection, and it's dubbed.
Oh, I want to watch that. Is that on Crunchyroll?
It is on Crunchyroll, and it's very, very sweet.
Oh.
It's about this girl
I love that.
who's deaf, and she's like in college, and she's never like had a relationship and doesn't really have a lot of friends. And then she like meets this guy who's a world traveler, and he's like super intrigued by her and her life and what it's like to be deaf, and he wants to learn sign language, and she wants to travel, so he's like trying to like open up her world and help her get to the point where she can travel, and then they fall in love.
I love that.
It's very cute. Yeah,
it's so pretty.
Yep.
Animes, there's so many different kinds of genres of anime that you can't say you don't like anime.
You just gotta pick something different to watch because you might.
If you don't like art, then maybe
if
you can say that. But I don't trust anyone.
There have been some that I've started that I'm like, the art style is just not my vibe, and I need something different.
And that's okay though.
It is.
You can find another.
Yep. Because some of the stories get recycled.
That's like me and Michelet. I couldn't do that one.
Oh, Mashal.
Mashal,
Magic and Muscle.
Yeah. I'll listen to the music, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, the song is really good, but
it was too. I couldn't get into it.
It is shot for shot Hogwarts at some points.
You know what another Hogwarts one is? It's something Wisteria.
Oh yes,
you heard of that one?
I've heard of that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's not very good at magic, but he's got like the physical strength. It's very similar. Different art style, though.
This is definitely 100% a trope that it has become a thing.
Yeah. It's a big thing. Magic.
Yeah.
It's big in anime.
The one that I really want to watch that I think I might try, it's a shonen, is Castlevania. It's about vampires.
I've heard of that.
It's super popular.
I have not watched it.
I haven't watched it either, so I think I might give that one a try.
Castlevania. I think it's dark.
That's what I've heard.
Very...
Yeah.
Gory.
Yeah. I mean, I just finished Frieren, so this would be like a whole 180. Because Frieren is so chill and just
you talk about creepy ones. Have you ever watched, I think it's something Paradise. Lost Paradise or something?
Yes, I've watched that one.
Is Hell's Paradise?
Yeah, Hell's Paradise.
There's a different one. There's one where it's about these kids and they are being bred to be eaten by these monsters.
Huh.
Have you watched that one?
No, but I have watched Hell's Paradise, and it's creepy.
I can't watch that one. The first episode, I couldn't even make it through the first episode. I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, it's a lot.
This is some sick stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty.
There's some sick ones out there you gotta watch.
It gets even grosser.
Yeah. And it's grosser.
Yeah, it's grosser. But yeah, there's some good ones, some great ones, and some not so great ones. So you just got to know what you like and what you're into.
Right.
But I think that's going to be all that we've got for you guys this week. And like I said, next week we will be starting Throne of Glass, and we'll have more of what's on my pad as we continue to read The Last Prince of Cartanen. And we'll have more solo leveling. Hopefully Liz will be caught up on Zenshu, so we can talk about Zenshu, because Zenshu is top notch.
The gross one I was talking about was The Promised Neverland. Don't watch it if you want to.
Okay.
Keep sane.
I'm going to put it on my not to watch list.
Yeah, don't do it.
There's a few of those.
I mean, you can try it, but don't do it.
I don't know. We'll see. But thanks, guys, for listening, hanging out with us today. I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Liz.
And we are Tales and Tea.
Have a good day.